A reading from the letter of Paul to the Romans. Brothers and sisters, those who are in the flesh cannot please God. But you are not in the flesh. On the contrary, you are in the Spirit, if only the Spirit of God dwells in you. Whoever does not have the Spirit of Christ does not belong to him. But if Christ is in you, although the body is dead because of sin, the Spirit is alive because of righteousness. If the Spirit of the one who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, the one who raised Christ from the dead will give life to your mortal bodies also, through his Spirit dwelling in you. The word of the Lord.
Our second reading for this Sunday is taken from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans. We have been reflecting on the truth that only Jesus could confront death. In the first reading from the prophet Ezekiel, the people who died in the exile. Exile was a form of death. And the place of exile was like a grave for them. But they could not resurrect themselves back to life. No. That's why God, through the prophet Ezekiel, said, I will make you rise from your grave. I will make you live again. I will give you my Spirit. I will confront the causes of your death. And I will take you home. I promise I will do it for you. Only God could confront the death of Israel in exile. In the second reading, St. Paul talks to people who are baptized. And here you have two forms of living. Some people live by the flesh, meaning by the norms of this world. Living by the flesh also means living in sin. But that is not life. That is death. Whenever we sin, we separate ourselves from God. And that separation from God is death. But how could we live? How could we live again? How could we confront this sin, the cause of our death, when we are the ones who commit sin? That's why St. Paul tells us there is another life, especially the life experienced by the baptized, those who have received the Spirit of Jesus Christ, the Spirit that brought Jesus back to life when he had been put to death. And in baptism, that Spirit is shared with us. That Spirit enables us to rise from death, death caused by sin. And now we live by the Spirit of God. So here we see that we are not capable of confronting our own sinfulness and death. We need the Spirit of Jesus. We need our relationship with Jesus. Only in Jesus could we live again. Only by the Spirit of Jesus could we face death, called sin, squarely. My dear brothers and sisters, again, while initiative, resolve are all important, let us be humble in admitting the fact that left to ourselves, we cannot confront the death caused by sin. We need the Spirit of Jesus. We need the Spirit that raised him from the dead, and this Spirit is shared with us so that we, by his Spirit, could confront death and sin.